Hey everyone! So it's been a while since I actually did a video, so I thought I might as well just go live because before I went on holiday, so I've been away for 2 weeks. That's why I'm a very burnt colour still. But yeah, the laptop I was using prior has now deceased. It was my MacBook Pro, and for some reason it just stopped working altogether. So I have, well, work bought me a Microsoft Surface Pro. I think that's what it is. It's okay. I'm trying to get used to it. It happened 2 days before I went away, so I only had one day on Friday to actually kind of update myself to this because I like to be like kind of like all over it when I get a new laptop. However, I don't know. It has pros and cons, but so does Apple. It's just I've had a MacBook Air for God knows since I was like 17. So yeah, I'm back. I'm trying to figure out what's the best kind of programming or app to use to make videos, because I was very reliant on the way they are put together with the iMovie player. So I'm sure I'll be able to find anything that's good. If you know any suggestions, then please put them in the comments below. As for me, I am pretty great. I had a fantastic holiday. I went with Benito and his flatmate, and it was interesting. We went back to Gran Canaria, which I've not been in 5 years. Had some really good memories back then, but obviously it's a very different mind frame back then. It's very youth and slaggy ways and drinking so much that you actually drink yourself into oblivion. But this time it was very like mature, which it should be, because obviously me and Benito and his flatmate are 30, 31 and 43 or something like that. But no, it was a really, really good holiday. I loved every single second of it. I mean, you can't beat the sun. However, in London, it's been absolutely amazing here. So it's lucky both sides. So nothing much went on. Well, in terms of debauchery, I pulled one guy. So I slept with one guy, which was cool. He was from America. He was really nice. He twirled me when I wanted to be twirled, because for some reason when I'm drunk, I love to mention to be twirled. I mean, if that doesn't scream bottom, I don't know what else does. But yeah, if they twirl me, or if they grab my hand in a very nice, like subtle kind of nice way, I'm theirs. Like that's it. Like I'm that easy. Yeah. If I'm drunk, if I'm sober, it's a whole different ballgame. But no, I slept with one guy and met this other guy who was, it's kind of like, you know, you have that like kind of romancy thing, and like hardly romance, but like when you like see each other all the time every night, and then it's just like, oh, look at that. And then you get obviously that message the day after saying, oh, well, you can't like me that much because you've kissed someone else in. I was like, I'm on holiday. You're not going to get married. Jeez, cool yourself. But no, the weather was amazing. The people were great. I had such a laugh. The only sour point of it was that Benito's flatmate was like really witchy. Hey, John, just seeing your comment now. I know, I got this little chat. It's like being on Instagram. So yeah, Paul was very just, I don't know, like belittling in front of Benito and me. He just kept on bringing people down. But like over the course of like 10 days, it does build up. And when you see it, from like my perspective, because Benito has mentioned it, and he obviously does live with the guy, it's kind of like, oh yeah, okay, I don't think it's that bad. But when you're there for 10 days straight and you can see it and you can feel it and you get the vibe from it, it's a completely different ball game. So I was fine until like the last day, and well, Benito's last day, because he left a day before us, and he decided, Benito's flatmate decided to say, oh, he'll just come with better people, or like come with other people, because like the last few days, which were, mind you, supposed to be chilled, only supposed to be chilled. Like you can't actually want us to go out for 10 days going on it, drinking all the time. I mean, it's just impossible. And it's just boring, I think. What a waste of money. So with that, there was a bit of like heated argument with that, and then I just decided to, as I usually am quite good at it, if you really offended me and I do not get an apology after maybe like a day or something, or even a few hours, because obviously everyone has to cool down, everyone has to just kind of do their own thing, but I got nothing. Benito left. I got nothing all night. I went to bed. It didn't affect me at all, to be fair, because I never really classed him as a friend anyway. I just classed him as Benito's housemate who did come out with us every now and again. So it's no loss to me. However, it was quite funny coming back, sitting next to each other on the plane, not talking at all. I mean, I've been through some pretty horrific flights. I've had a friend like not talk to me at all on a flight coming back from North Carolina. I've come back with an ex-boyfriend who I knew had gotten someone pregnant back in the UK. So I found out when I was there in like the US, and that was just awkward. So I was like, I can do this. I can get on this plane. I don't need to even engage in communication. I've got my iPad. I've got the pills. I'll just lose myself for 4 hours in that. And I had a cheeky Aperol spritz as well, because what else can you do apart from ignore someone when I was like at the window like this? No. But no, I take it all with like comedy now. Is if you're going to be like that and you're going to say nasty things, just mean nasty things, then you're out. So yeah, obviously everything's a little bit tainted now, and it's kind of that issue, but it's not my issue. So I just hope Benito's living arrangement gets better, or I don't know, maybe moves out. I don't know. Whatever happens, I just want Benito to be happy, and it was great. So speaking of being Benito, we had such an amazing time on holiday. I've never laughed. Okay, we had such a great time last year in Barcelona. I didn't actually think we could top it, but this holiday was absolutely incredible. Oh God, it was just jokes, and just laughing all the time, and just really getting on. And obviously, there was a little bit of like tension with jealousy before we left London. Like if I went to go and meet friends, Benito was getting a bit jealous, but we hashed it out and spoke about it. And I love the fact that he was just so honest that he's not jealous at all. He's just angsty. So it was nice to actually him explain how he feels about that, because to me, from an outsider, not knowing, it did appear like it was jealousy. So it's nice to have like a friend who you can just literally sit down, have a nice glass of wine with, and just like kind of go over what you believe is an issue in your friendship, rather than just blow up and not to speak again. But mind you, I know that's just happened with his flatmate, but I've not been friends with him. So Benito's someone I've been friends with for like nearly 10 years. So I will value that a lot more. And I will speak to someone, like lay all the cards on the table, and I'll be respectful in that way. If I've known you for less than a year, girl, bye. I don't need that shit. So yeah, I'm going to figure out how to, so everything's great. I've finally kind of, with my counseling, learned how to just literally let go of the anger that I felt with my mom. I don't have any anger towards my sister anymore. It's been 6 months now, and it's nice now. It's kind of like, obviously I'm not in communication with them apart from my grandma, who I did stop talking to, which I mentioned in a previous video. But I started speaking to her this week after reflecting on holiday and kind of having that like epiphany that it's just silly to just not speak to someone who actually does want to speak to you in that way. But I just needed to rehash it and not speak about them and just kind of clear my head with that. So that's good news. Everything else I haven't got any holidays left. Like last year, I had like 7 holidays booked in. This year is like just 1. I do want to go to Amsterdam with Benito, James, and Mark, and anyone else who wants to come. I'm asking everyone come. And yeah, I don't know. I'm going to Mighty Hoopla in London on next Sunday with Lewis and Dan, which is going to be amazing. I can't wait. I missed out on it last year, which I was kind of sad and bummed about. And romance, I have a date this Sunday. I've been telling everyone that I kind of want to look like bridal, but not like I'm expecting anything. And if you know the quote, you're very good. So yeah, I'm really excited for it because it's a guy that I fancied since I came to London. I obviously was with my partner when I moved to London, and when we split up, I wasn't really ready, and I stood him up a few times, and I couldn't believe I stood someone up, because I should never people should never stand people up. It's like really bad unless you've got a really good excuse. Then yeah, you should literally sort your shit out. So I stood him up for a bit, and then we didn't speak. Well, we saw each other every now and again in the clubs and things. So that was always like kind of hi. And he had a boyfriend as of recently. And then when I was away on the second to the last night, see, I know the details very well. And he messaged me, and it was kind of oh, I've not seen your handsome face for a while. And I was like, yeah, I'm on holiday, but I'm back soon. And I was like, oh, I'm assuming that you're single now because you messaged me. And he's like, yeah, it didn't work out. And he spoke really highly of his ex-boyfriend, which is, I think, is really, like, really where credit is due. I think that's really lovely that people speak highly of them. You know, I don't want my ex to speak highly of me, but yeah, it's just like a nice trait. So that's on Sunday. We're gonna go around London, probably South Bank. Hopefully it's nice weather, fingers crossed. And yeah, I'm really nervous for this one as well, because he, in terms of looks, is really, really up, like, my cup of tea. Like, his height, his look, the way he speaks, the way he presents himself, because he appears to be very much a gentleman, because I've known of him for 3 years. So yeah, my friend Samuel said, just don't overthink it, just go with it. But yeah, I like to be excited, and I do have butterflies, which is really nice, because I think that's a nice little trait that you can have with someone. So yeah, we'll see, and I'll keep you updated. As for that, everything's pretty cool. We've got a new housemate. He's really, really sound. The living life here in Oval is amazing again. There's no negativity. It's all just literally lovely place. You can breathe again, and there's laughter in the house again. So yeah, I'm very, very happy how everything's turned out now, and it's all worked out in the end. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, but unless that, if you know anything that I can use to make videos, like compile them a lot better, then mention it in the comments below. So yeah, you know what to do. If you like the video, click the like button, and if you want to subscribe, it's up to you. But if you want to hear more, because I'm trying to do more videos, I just really don't have the time, or haven't had the time. So yeah, and swapping laptops has been like crazy. So yeah, if you want to subscribe, click the subscribe button, and yeah, feel free to continue watching any of my videos and stay tuned. Okay, guys. So yeah, take care and love you loads. Bye.